design. This is kind of confusing that you have this button here, it says top design, and this says textures. So let's call them both top design. Either that or we call this nothing, and it's just apparent because it's highlighted that this is the step that we're on, so that they know. We know that, but the user is going to get confused by that. So we click on, say, that design here, and that's good. For one, the first thing I want to say is all these colors need to be changed to the colors that I've given you in a previous document. If you and I noticed that not all of them are loaded yet, but I'm sure you guys are working on that, and will have that for me shortly. But let's go back to where we were. We clicked on this. The board starts highlighting like I'm supposed to do something with it. However, what we're actually doing something with is not the whole board itself, but we're doing something with the colors within the board. So what I actually want kind of flashing is not the whole board, but the colors, the patterns within the board. So you can kind of see how when I oscillate the cursor from the pattern there to there, you have a highlight that goes around it, which is good. So let's remove this highlight around the perimeter of the board and just make the colors within the board flash alternatively, like as if this is what it looks like. And it's going to have to be a little more pronounced. That's a real subtle highlight. So just pronounce that a little more. That draws the user to click on it. So they do click on it, and there pops out the we'll call it design color 1 or a texture color 1. Let's get rid of this texture thing and just call it design color 1. And from there, or pattern color 1, or let's see, your top design. Yeah, let's just call it design. Let's keep the word design in there. Design color 1. And then we can click on, I clicked on that, say I want to make it blue, and I want to, from there, that should stop pulsing once you've clicked on a color there. After nothing has been done and a color has been chosen, we want to kind of prompt the user to let them know that they can still be doing something. So if they've already touched this color, but they still haven't touched this one yet, this one should start to flash a little bit after a time period. You want to set that time period, I don't know, 6-7 seconds, and this will start flashing. And then it goes, oh, I can change that one too. So they click on that. That pops out. Text design color 2. I'm going to choose another blue. And look, this is one of the things about inconsistencies in colors that I was talking to you about. Here on design color 1, I have a blue that's this color, and on design color 2, I have a blue that is this color. So all the colors in the palette should be consistent with the RGB or the CMYK values that I gave you in a previous document, and they should be consistent throughout all the palettes of both color 1 and color 2. Also, if I go into the base color, the user still doesn't know that they can choose the base color. So after these things have been highlighted, something needs to prompt the user that they also have the option of selecting their base color for their board. Now if I chose blue again there, this is another blue, and this is kind of funny. Now we have 3 different blues that are all supposed to be the same one. I have no problem between these 2 blues. There's a slight difference. It's just enough to let them know that there's a pattern there. But these 2 blues are way off, and they're supposed to be the same color. And that's a problem for basically all of the colors within the box. So you need to make sure that if, like on screen here, it doesn't even look like the colors I gave you for the RGB and the CMYK values of that document I sent you. Okay, once all of the items have been selected there and chosen, then this right here should kind of go, there should be like a little arrow that points them to the next step, because a user can get stuck in this process. Oh, while I'm mentioning it, this icon is going to have to change to the new icon of the new logo I gave you, so that'll be placed in the same spot, but right with the new icon. Okay, So they're going to have to be prompted to the next image, which is basically we want them to design the bottom side of the board, which they can get to by here or here, but they don't know that quite yet. All they are is they're being walked through a process. This is step one. Now you're going to kind of do that little arrow thing that you have on the upload images and place on board, click whatever. That's a nice little arrow that you have there. So it'll tell them to choose this button and direct them towards there, which they can do. Once that button is pushed, this board should automatically flip over to the back side so that they know that this is the next step that they are to be working on here. Okay, I'm going to pause this video and continue in the next video, and we'll talk about this part of it, adding an image, in just a second.